Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 66 of the Fit in 10 Challenge, and I'm going to get right into food of the day. And food of the day is kale, and this was a superfood. And, you know, I'm going to start eating some of it because, you know, I ate it for a little while and then I stopped, and it just has such a bitter taste, but there is just so much nutrition in it. I mean, to be honest with you, I just was reading about it, and I forgot about some of the stuff that's in here that is just so valuable. And one thing I didn't actually know about it is it's very closely related to cabbage, along with things like Brussels sprouts and broccoli. So they're all from the same family. Of course, it's a cruciferous vegetable. It's very high in sulforaphane. Sorry, let me say that again. It's very high in sulforaphane. And of course, this is supposed to be very good for longevity and a whole host of other health benefits. Kale is actually one of very few vegetables that has all 9 essential amino acids. Which, I mean, that's very, very rare. You don't hear about that. And it also has a decent amount of omega-3, actually more omega-3 than omega-6. And it's actually fairly calorie dense. So if you look at about a 2.5 ounce serving, you get 7 grams of carbs and 2 grams of protein. So, you know, there's, what is that calorically speaking? Right, that is 28, yeah, so like 36 calories. There is 1 gram of fiber in there, so I think it works out to actually be with 33 calories. So the fiber kind of changes that, but so, you know, it's actually pretty calorie dense for a vegetable. It's extremely high in vitamin A and vitamin C and vitamin K, but especially vitamin A, like really, really high. Like a 2.5 ounce serving, which is not much, has over 200% of the daily recommended intake. It's high in carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin. These are both very good for your eyes. It's also very high in calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Super high in potassium. And yeah, so I mean, you know, there's other things too you can talk about. So this is definitely something that you want to, you know, to have in your diet. And definitely something I'm going to start to include in my diet. So I figure out a way that's going to make it taste enjoyable. All right, let's get to question of the day. And that question is, my computer just locked me out here, so I'm going to sign back in. Do this as fast as I can here. All right, this person says, for the cardio component, can you expand on how to do it on a Stairmaster? The bike, elliptical, and treadmill are straightforward, but wondering about the Stairmaster. Okay, so I'm not sure if you mean Stairmaster or stair mill, but you know what? In either case, okay, I do it on the stair mill, and I do intervals on the stair mill all the time. And so all I do is, you know, I choose whatever heart rate it's going to be, whatever my lower heart rate is going to be, and I set the intensity to, you know, the stair rate, okay, the rate at which the stairs are revolving, whatever rate that needs to be to get my heart rate to where I need it to be, and for my lower rate. Now, when I go to a higher heart rate range, I just simply kick it up and then monitor my heart rate. So how do I kick it up? I just hit the arrow up, and that's literally what I do, and I can see the amount of levels that'll go up. And typically I'll do, like, you know, double the level. So I'll go, like, you know, a level 6 to a level 12. And you know, this is the same way I would do it on a bike. So there's really no difference. I'm not sure if I'm answering your question, because you know, I'm assuming the way that you do it on a bike or elliptical or treadmill, or maybe your stair mill is different. I'm not sure. So I don't know if I'm answering your question here, but I would just figure out what your heart rates are relative to the level that it's set at, and then just arrow up and down between those levels for your intervals. So let me know if that answers your question. I feel like it's such a simple answer that maybe I'm not answering this exactly, or it doesn't work on yours or something like that. So let me know, okay? You can write me right back. Message of the day. I had this written out somewhere, now I don't have it in front of me. Let's see if I can remember it. It's one of my favorites, actually, and I think I may have mentioned this to you guys once before, but it goes something like this, right? Action beats anxiety, motion beats meditation, work beats worry. There you go, I remember it. Action beats anxiety, motion beats meditation, and action beats anxiety. So we got to take action. Action is really what it's all about. Thinking about it is good. Planning is good, of course. But you know, being active, setting things in motion, and of course, you know, working towards your goals. Those are the things that I think are really going to make a big difference, especially in the mental aspect of this. Okay, so keep that in mind, right? Motion, work, you know, action. So, you know, quite often we sit and deliberate. I do this a lot, to be honest with you, you know, and it's just like, okay, I just got to get going and just start doing things. And it's much better to do it that way than thinking about it or putting things off. You'll be much happier, okay? All right, day 66. Day 66, you guys, about a week left now. All right, so submit, commit, book your fat scans with me, and this is it, you guys. We're coming down to the end, but hopefully this is just the beginning for you guys, because it's only been 10 weeks, right? Or just about. And this should be a lifelong thing, hopefully, okay? Or at least I'm teaching you things to help implement into your life, all right? Get some kale into your diet. I'm going to do that, all right? We'll talk to you all soon. 4 weight training workouts. Okay, I missed a bunch of you tonight. I don't know where you were. 4 weight training workouts this week. Okay? All right, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. See ya. 1, 2. Okay.